Brachos, Perek Beis, Mishnah Vav. In the previous Mishnah, we mentioned that a story with Rabbi Gmaliel. So in the next two Mishnayos, we're going to discuss other stories, other halachas, where seemingly Rabbi Gmaliel did shaloi halacha. Not that he did shaloi halacha, but he did differently than the mainstream halacha, so to speak. This Mishnah tells us that Rochatz Balayla Harishon Shemesa Ishtay. Even though the halacha is that an Ovel is not allowed to wash himself in hot water, Rabbi Gmaliel was makel on himself and he washed in hot water on the night that his wife died. So Amalei Talmidim, the Talmidim told him, Leli Madatan Rabbeinu, didn't the Rebbe teach us she'avel aser l'rchatz, that it's aser for an Ovel, someone who's one of his 7 krovim had just recently passed away, that he's not allowed to wash? So why is he makel on himself? Amar Lahem, he said to the Talmidim, Eini kishar kol adam. I'm different than everybody else. Istin Sani. I'm weak, and I am mefunik, I'm finicky, and my body needs to be washed in hot water. Because if I don't wash in hot water, I'm going to have a lot of tsar. And the only isser that an oval is not allowed to wash is for pleasure. This is not for pleasure. This is for my basic health. So this I am allowed to do when I am an oval. So says Rabbi Gmaliel. So the halacha actually is like this. Rabbi Gmaliel wasn't doing shaloi halacha. He seemingly was doing shaloi halacha, but obviously he explained himself. This is a very interesting shmuz because, the Mishnah in Ediyah says, Halama maskirin divrei hamuatim and divrei hamerubim. If we have a, let's say, machlekes Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel, we automatically always know that the halacha is going to be like Beis Hillel. So why does the Mishnah bother telling us that what Beis Shammai holds? Why is it important to know about what Beis Shammai holds? So, for example, like we saw earlier by the Perek Aleph Mishnah Gimel with halacha of Reb Tarfon, that if somebody comes in and he's doing kach v'kach, he's doing something that seemingly seems like it's fakert from halacha, doesn't necessarily mean that it actually is fakert from halacha. So we want to bring down the Mishnayos, we want to bring down both opinions, so that if somebody does something that seemingly looks very interesting, shaloi halacha, could be he's going la halacha, just a different kind of halacha. Now the problem with Reb Tarfon was, we spoke at earlier, that there's no inyan over there, saying that going explains that there's no inyan over there to be machmer like Beis Shammai. There's no real chumrah involved. Mashenke in other areas, there is makom to be machmer. Over here, it's not necessarily about being machmer or being mekel, but he just had a deeper insight in the halacha and explained the halacha to Talmidim clearer, to the point of that the halacha now, that we're seeing from the Mishnah, that the halacha now is that an oval is aser for him to wash his body, to bathe, or to shower. But the point is over here that Rabbi Gmaliel is saying that that's only also for him to do it for pleasure, but if he needs it for his well-being, then he's allowed to do that. So he says, Eini kishar kol adam. Most people, they're not in my situation where they're so sensitive to this. Masha enken, I am so sensitive to this, so I am allowed to wash myself in hot water because it's not pleasure. It doesn't seem like this was a pleasurable thing altogether.